So what's up, YouTube? Sorry I've been gone for so long, but I am finally back bringing you Raw Rundown for August the 30th, 2010. Very, very exciting ending to the 900th episode of Raw. Longest running weekly episodic show that I know. And they kept saying it over and over tonight. They've beaten a lot of the shows and how many episodes they've done. So without further ado, let's go on and get to the matches and all that other good stuff. So first, what happened was Bret Hart came out talking about the 17 years that Raw had been on the air and all that good stuff. And Kane interrupts and says about how Bret Hart, Undertaker got rid of Shawn Michaels and said he needed to get rid of a legend himself. So he said he was going to get rid of Bret Hart, but Undertaker interrupts and pretty much thwarts the Kane's attack, but the general manager comes on and says that it's going to be Undertaker versus Bret Hart for a main event match. Let's see. Straight Edge Society came out, did a little talking thing. Wasn't too much with that. And Y2J made his announcement that if he does not win the WWE Championship at Night of Champions, that he will leave Monday Night Raw. So I think this is the last of Y2J we're going to be seeing here in the next coming weeks until Night of Champions. But so the first matchup they had was Kofi Kingston and Mike McGillicuddy, Alex Riley and The Miz versus Daniel Bryan and Caval. All these are pros and rookies from NXT. And Alex Riley and The Miz were victorious in the match. After the match, Daniel Bryan was attacked by The Miz, though. So I think they're going to do something in the United States Championship between Daniel Bryan and The Miz at Night of Champions. So the second matchup, I do believe, was Melina and Eve versus Michelle McCool and Layla. In the match, Melina and Eve Torres were victorious in the match. After the match, Michelle McCool and Layla challenged Melina to a match to unify the Divas in the women's title. And Melina accepted on the fact that it would be a lumberjack match. So it would be a lumberjack match between Melina and a member of Lay Cool at Night of Champions to unify the Divas and the women's title. The next match was John Morrison and R-Truth versus Dash and Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre. I have not been watching SmackDown, so that took me off guard when I heard that. But that match was a double disqualification, which was rather poor ending to a tag team match, I do think myself. The fourth match of the night was Bret Hart versus The Undertaker, which also ended. It didn't end in double disqualification. It just never really started, so there was no winner as well in that match. Then they had Evan Bourne versus Jack Swagger. Jack Swagger did beat Evan Bourne, but some guy, Del Alberto or something like that, interrupted, and we're going to destroy Evan Bourne pretty much, and Mark Henry interrupts him. So Evan Bourne is fine thanks to Mark Henry. Final match of the night, Sheamus versus Edge versus Y2J versus Cena. John Cena versus Sheamus, Edge, Y2J, John Cena, and Randy Orton versus the Nexus in a 5-on-5 man elimination 5-on-5 elimination man match. The way it started, it was going to be Y2J versus Michael Tarver to start off the match, but Y2J walked out on his team and pretty much gets counted out. Edge follows Y2J in that move and also gets counted out. Then to actually start up the match, Cena went up against Michael Tarver. And so with that, they were doing a pretty good job. And then so he tags in Sheamus, and Sheamus gets eliminated. John Cena comes in, eliminates two guys, Michael Tarver and Heath Slater, I do think. No, he's Michael Tarver and what is his name? Heath Slater and not Justin Gabriel. I'm losing focus here. Cena eliminated Heath Slater and David Otunga. And so with that, after he beat those guys, Justin Gabriel comes off the top rope and hits 450 splash and eliminates Cena. So it left Randy Orton versus the rest of the Nexus. So off the 450, Randy Orton comes in the ring. RKO's Justin Gabriel, I think his name is, and beats him. And then Michael Tarver comes in, gets RKO as well, and that left Randy Orton and Wade Barrett. And very sad ending to the match. Wade Barrett hits Wasteland on Randy Orton and ends it with that. It was a very poor ending to a very good match, I do think myself. But that's the Raw rundown, and I can't change how Raw does that show. So I'm sorry I've been gone for so long. I'm gonna try to do some more videos and all that kind of good stuff, and my camera's messing up. Sorry about that. First of all, I got a friend that's pretty educated in wrestling. So if you guys want to drop some questions, I can ask him to do some questions, and we'll do a Q&A session with him on one of my upcoming videos. Ask as many questions as you want. Get some of your friends to ask questions if they want about wrestling now. If you want to ask me some questions about wrestling, just ask me. But or me and him can work together and answer them. Get him come over and we answer questions, all that good stuff. But he is the more educated person in wrestling. Prediction video for Night of the Champions. When I'm gonna try to do it Monday, right before the pay-per-view, where they announce most of their matches, all that good stuff. Do it that night, right after the Raw rundown video. Friday night SmackDown Friday night videos for SmackDown will not be happening at all because they will be moving Friday night SmackDown to Sci-Fi on October the 1st, and between that time, between August, pretty much all of August, I mean the end of August, like starting like the 20th, which was a few weeks ago, until maybe like the 31st of October, I will be busy working with the band here in Humboldt still. So I will not be able to do videos on Friday nights for SmackDown in between that time. But when it comes on Tuesday, I will start doing videos for then. Once again, I'm sorry that I have been gone for so long. I will be back. I'm going to try to keep up as many videos coming as soon as I can, as much as possible. Maybe do some WWE Superstar videos. Not sure about that, but I do have some future plans coming up here if I do get my capture card soon. As some of you guys know, I was in a contest for a capture card. So if that goes through, I have a plan for that as well. But until next time, this is Robert signing out. Peace.